Alright, Triumph Speed Triple R 2015, black and red. It's got about 2,000 miles on it, I think. It's had its first service. Öhlins suspension, TTX in the rear, Öhlins in the front, Brembo. Taking the stock mirrors off and put a bar end on there. I think it's a good looking bike. Tail tidy has been added and a CompWorks Lowboy exhaust. It's got the fly screen and the belly pan on it, and I think the bike looks really nice with the Lowboy. You can really see the single-sided swing arm and the red subframe. I've also added Cox radiator guards red to the front, which I think is a nice touch. And this is a great bike. It's not a lot of horsepower, relatively speaking, but it's very smooth, nice power delivery, fun to ride. It's heavy, but you know, when you get rolling on it, it handles really well for a heavy bike. And the throttle mapping on it is smooth as silk. It's great for going around town, much more so than some other naked bikes. And I've been looking at a Speed Triple for a while, and I just didn't like the look of the bike, but it's kind of grown on me in terms of looks. I traded a Street Triple in on it, had to put down a little cash as well. The Street Triple was a nice bike, but I like a larger displacement motorcycle. So let's give this a roll and let you listen to the sound of the three-pot engine. Also, the 2015 model, the R model, comes with ABS. I think the only way to turn it off is to pull the fuse. I leave it on. I'm not a track guy, so I think the ability to turn it off is lost on me anyway, but it's a great bike, it really is. And the engine is its best feature, I think. The headlights, people have complained about the new version's headlights versus the round headlights. I think both look fine. I guess if you're a Speed Triple purist, the round headlights sort of is a tradition thing. So go into these octagonal shaped ones might be viewed as heresy by some, but it's sort of lost on me. So the suspension on this bike is pretty taut. I could adjust it, but haven't taken the time to done that. To do that, I should say, it's both front and back are really stiff suspension, which is great for aggressive track riding, not so on the roads. But this is a very good package. The brakes, the Brembo brakes and monoblock brakes are very powerful. One finger stopping. And as I said, you know, the bike is kind of wide and it feels heavy, but when you're moving it doesn't. It carries its weight very well, I think. Turns nice. Confidence inspiring. And you know, I thought about the white one with the black carbon fiber, but I actually like the black and red better. I'm glad I ended up getting this one. I will tell you that when I got the bike, I noticed oil leaking from the head on the left side, so I had to take it back in, and they had to replace some sort of gasket or something, obviously under warranty, but haven't had a problem with the bike since. It runs great. It's a much better looking bike than I originally thought. I've had it in some pretty tough traffic when I took it downtown with a buddy, and it was probably a bar or two shy of maximum on the heat scale, but the bike handled it well. Wasn't uncomfortable to ride. And I think it gets pretty good gas mileage. Not as good as, say, a Ducati Multistrada. Maybe on par with the KTM Super Duke 1290R. Much better than the Aprilia 200 V4R. I've driven it to work, and it's been a good mount going through traffic. One thing that's missing on it, which I think is a simple thing, they put it on the Street Triple R or Street Triple, but not on this one, is a gear shift indicator. I don't get why they haven't added that. The bike also does not come with the slipper clutch, but quite frankly, you know, I've done some aggressive downshifting. It hasn't caused a problem. I know that's a big problem with big V twins, where you need some sort of slipper clutch, but most bikes nowadays come with this. Big displacement bikes come with the slipper clutch. 135 horsepower at the crank. I don't know what it makes at the rear wheel. I haven't had a dynoed, but some other videos and research I've done suggests it's, you know, maybe like 120-ish at the rear wheel. It's not a horsepower monster, but it has good torque all the way from the bottom, and it's very flat and meaty, as they say, meaty torque curve. Upright, more upright riding position, which is nice. And, you know, I think the looks for some people are a bit, you know, polarizing, but I really like it. I think, you know, it has its better sides and better angles, but, you know, when I pull up the stoplights, people are looking at the bike, and you know, I've received a few compliments on it from people, because I do think it is a nice looking bike. And I'm stuck behind a very slow dump truck. Today's a beautiful day. There's not a cloud in the sky. We need more days like this where I'm at. We get so few. Well, it's a little warmer than yesterday, but it's still cooler than I would like or expect for this time of the year. Hopefully we'll get another nice day tomorrow. shifting on this bike is smooth as silk. They added, from what I understand, an additional cog or tooth or whatever it is in the transmission, and it's made the bike shift effortlessly. That's a word, effortlessly. I've heard of some people adding quick shifters to the bike. If I was more of a wrencher, I would do that, but I'm not, so I won't. I'll probably mess something up. And by the way, this bike, it has the slip-on exhaust, which is very easy to add, I might add. But I did not add the SAI block-off kit, so depending on the day and the fueling and the air mixture, the bike does backfire quite a bit. Some people like that. I don't mind a little bit of it, but a lot of it I don't like. So I took a personal day off today. Work's been pretty busy for me and hard. Been working some nights and weekends. But I would imagine, given it's such a nice day today, a lot of people are going to be playing hooky. I don't play hooky. Wrapping up the ride here. Not a lot of commentary. Triumph Speed Triple 2015 R model. Öhlins suspension front and back. CompWorks Lowboy exhaust. CompWorks tail tidy in the back. Belly pan, fly screen. Bar and mirror. Great bike. Smooth. Slick shifting. Great torque. Sounds nice. Black, red accents, radiator, red radiator guards, red subframe. Little on the heavy side, but carries her weight well. Turns nice and smooth. I took the rear passenger pegs off. I think they look ugly as hell, and my wife's not going to get on the back of this. And I put the pillion seat a cowl on, which gives it a more racy look. All in all, great bike, and I would recommend it to anybody looking for an all-around sporty, fun, even for commuting. It's a great package. They could squeeze maybe another 10-15 horsepower out of it, even better. I've read somewhere that they are testing, I don't know if it's 2016 or 2017, an improved model, Speed Triple, maybe revising the airbox to get a few more ponies out of the bike. But even though it's down on horsepower relative to some of the newer naked bikes, it's still plenty for the road, and it's just a great bike. One more look at the bike. There you have it.